Hi, it's Penny from CMHA. If you remember yesterday, or if you saw the video, we made our Easter garland out of our paper chains. So you can see I have it all the way down my tree. So today we're going to continue with our Easter tree theme, and we're going to make some little baskets to hang up on the tree. And what I did, again, because I don't have brown construction paper or any color, they don't have to be brown, you can use any color. I took some printer paper, and it's just used printer paper. I don't know if you can see, it's got writing on the inside, but it was something I didn't need. So I just colored both sides with a brown marker. Or the other thing I did was I took that same scrap printer paper and I made a Word document and I drew a text box over the whole page and I colored it. I filled it in with brown. And then I just printed over my scrap paper on both sides and I got my brown that way. I kind of like the way the marker paper looks better. It kind of looks like a basket weave, but my brown markers were running out of ink. So this was my other solution. So I'm going to show you how to make those. So you take your paper, and again here I've got my brown. You can see better there how there's writing on it, but I didn't need it. So in order to reduce waste, I just printed it brown on both sides. And then what I did is the short end, I just cut a strip. Now this, you can see I've got a little bit of white around there, so I'm just going to cut that off because I don't want that there. I didn't get the brown quite all the way to the edge of my paper. And this is going to be the handle of the basket. So as you can see, there's my handle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper, and again I'm just going to cut off that little white edge because I don't want that there. And now this, you have to decide how tall you want your basket to be. I found this size, about 3 fingers was about the right size. This one's a little bit taller. This one is, whoops, closer to 4 fingers. 4 fingers. But I like the 3 fingers. So I'm going to measure about 3 fingers to about here, and I'm going to cut. And this time we're cutting on the long edge of the paper. So I'm going to cut that all the way down. Now again, I've got my white edge on the top. I'm just going to cut that off. Oh. Cut off a bit more of the white here. Just bear with me. I should have had this all set up and prepared before I started my video, but that's okay. So now this is going to be the basket part. So I've got my tape, and of course if you prefer you can use glue. And I'm just going to put that around just like the way we made our paper chains yesterday. Put it around, and I'm just going to tape it. Okay? Now we need to make the bottom of the basket, the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of paper that I have here. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay your paper over there, and then you're going to take a marker and you're just going to draw around. So you can see I drew my circle. And it's not very even, it's kind of messy because the paper moves while you're trying to draw around it. That's okay. You just want to make sure you've got enough space all the way around the circle that you can leave an extra ½ inch when you cut it out. So as you can see, I drew my circle and I left an extra ½ inch around the outside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from the edge down to my inner circle. And I'm going to do that about 1 inch apart all the way around. So as you can see, I've got my little flaps all the way around. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that, and I took my part that has the writing on it, and I'm going to put it on the inside of the basket so the bottom is clear, just so it looks a little better. So you're going to take that, and you're going to take your tape or your glue, and you're going to fold the flap. This is a bit tricky. Fold the flap over the edge of your basket, and you're going to tape it on. See that? Now then, you don't want to do the one beside it because it's going to get off course very quickly. So we're going to do the one opposite. And we're going to tape that on so you can see what we've got there. And then what you're going to do is all the way around, you're going to fold those down and you're going to tape them on so that you have the bottom of your basket taped on. I taped the tabs all the way around, so there you've got the bottom of your basket. And then of course you're going to take your handle and you're just going to put it over like I did there and tape it on. So then you've got your handle. So there you've got your little basket. You can hang that on your tree. So I've got my little baskets hung on my tree. And then if you have a little bit of that colored Easter grass, you can put some in your basket. And if you don't have any, tune in tomorrow and I'll show you how to make your own. Okay, bye, have fun.